Thank you for joining me today. My name is Rebecca, and I will be guiding you through a 30-minute deep relaxation, Yoga Nidra in the style of Nischala Devi. Feel free to do this practice lying down or in a comfortable seat. If you do choose to do this practice seated, make sure you are propped up and very comfortable. Just take a moment to get comfortable, allowing the eyes to close. Adjust the body so that it is comfortable and relaxed. Now you can totally let go. Notice if there's more pressure on one side or another, if one side of the body is tighter or looser than the other. Remember to breathe evenly and gently through the nose. Bring your awareness to the right leg. Stretch out the right leg from the hips to the toes. Squeeze the right leg and become aware of all the muscles from the toes to the hip. Inhale, raise the leg a few inches. Exhale, relax the leg. Roll it gently from side to side and allow it to relax. Bring your awareness to the left leg. Stretch out the left leg from the hip to the toes. Squeeze the left leg and become aware of all of the muscles from the toes to the hip. Inhale and raise the leg a few inches. Exhale, relax the leg. Roll it gently from side to side and allow it to relax. Bring your awareness to the right arm. Stretch out the right arm and splay the fingers. Make the hand into a fist. Squeeze the right hand and arm and become aware of all of the muscles from the fingers to the shoulder. Inhale, raise the arm a few inches. Exhale, relax the arm. Roll it gently from side to side and allow it to relax. Bring your awareness to the left arm. Stretch out the left arm and splay the fingers. Make the hand into a fist. Squeeze the left hand and arm and become aware of all of the muscles from the fingers to the shoulder. Inhale, raise the arm. Exhale, relax the arm and roll it gently from side to side. Allow it to relax. Bring your awareness to the glutes. Inhale and gently contract the glutes and feel all the muscles equally. Exhale, relax. Allow the glutes to soften as you feel the floor supporting you. Bring your awareness to the abdomen. Inhale, expand the abdominal muscles. Exhale, relax, and allow the abdomen to soften. Bring your awareness to the chest and lungs. Inhale, allow the chest and lungs to expand. Exhale, allow the chest, the lungs, and the heart to relax. Observe how the breath has become smooth and gentle. Inhale, gently squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, relax and let the shoulders fall back gently away from the ears and down the back. Observe the neck. Slowly and gently roll the head to the left and then to the right and back to center. Allow the chin to come down slightly towards the chest. Allow the head to find its natural center. Bring your awareness to the face. Inhale, close the jaw tightly. Exhale, allow it to open. Relax. Observe the lips and cheeks. Inhale, squeeze them together. Exhale, relax. Bring your awareness to the eyes. Inhale, squeeze them together. Exhale, relax. Observe them becoming soft. Bring your awareness to the space between the eyebrows and the forehead. Inhale, raise the eyebrows. Exhale, relax. Feel an imaginary hand soothe away any tension on the forehead. Allow your face to become soft and smooth. Observe the happiness of the visible body in its relaxed state as it's freed from the tightness of the muscles. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath down the legs to the feet. Allow the feet to relax. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the ankles. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the calves and shins. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the knees. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the thighs and hips. Allow the breath to replace any tension or discomfort. Relax. Allow the breath to return to normal. Observe the feet and legs as they become heavy with relaxation. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath down the arms to the fingers. Allow all of the muscles, nerves, and bones to relax. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the hands. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the wrists. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the forearms. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the elbows. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the upper arms and shoulders. Allow the breath to replace any tension or discomfort. Allow the breath to return to normal and relax. Observe the hands and arms as they become heavy with relaxation. Notice how the limbs feel very heavy and still, how they weigh down the rest of the body like anchors when the limbs are still and heavy. It encourages the rest of the body to be still. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the glutes. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the pelvis and pelvic organs. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the abdomen. Allow all of the abdominal organs to relax, releasing blocked energy from all of the pelvic and abdominal organs. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the chest, the lungs, and the heart. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the throat. Allow the breath to return to normal and relax. Observe the front of the body as it becomes soft with relaxation. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the lower back and spine, to each vertebra, muscle, and nerve. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the mid-back and spine. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the upper back and spine between the shoulder blades and behind the heart. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the shoulders, the neck, and the base of the head. Allow the breath to return to normal and relax. Observe the back as it comes closer to the floor in relaxation. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the entire brain. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the jaw, allowing it to replace any tension or discomfort. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the lips and tongue. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the cheeks and nose. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the eyes, behind the eyes, and the eyelids. Allow the eyes to soften and relax. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the forehead and temples. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the sides of the head and ears. Relax. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the scalp. Allow the breath to return to normal, and allow the entire face to soften and become smooth like the face of a child. Observe. Notice if there is any part of the body that does not feel completely relaxed. Go back to that part. Inhale, and as you exhale, encourage it to relax. Notice how the body has become very heavy with relaxation. Observe the heaviness of the legs, the arms, the back, the head, knowing you are able to move if necessary, and at the same time not wanting to. Enjoy the feeling of letting go. Observe the breath once again. Notice how still it becomes as the body relaxes. Observe the breath without controlling it, as it comes and goes without any strain. It is so gentle, you can barely feel the chest moving slowly. Allow this gentle and healing breath to remove any subtle tension, thoughts, feelings, or memories. Allow this gentle breath to move from the feet, gently brushing the ankles, lower legs, knees, thighs, and hips. Relax. Allow this gentle breath to move into the fingers, the hands. Let go of whatever you are holding that you no longer need. Allow the gentle breath to enter the wrists, the forearms, the elbows. Let go of what you're carrying that's no longer serving. Allow this gentle breath to brush the glutes and pelvis. Allow them to soften and release any thoughts, feelings, memories, or scars. Allow the gentle breath to move into the lower belly, a place where we hold fear. Allow it to transform into courage. Allow this gentle breath to move into the mid-belly where we hold anxiety. Allow it to transform into a sense of trust. Allow this gentle breath to move into the upper belly, a place where we hold anger and worry. Allow it to transform into a sense of happiness. Allow the gentle breath to move into the chest surrounding the lungs, where we hold sadness and sorrow. Allow it to transform into a sense of hope. Allow this gentle breath, this healing breath, to move into your heart, a place where we hold grief and heartache. Allow this old pain and hurt to transform into a sense of joy. Allow the gentle breath to move into the throat, releasing unspoken words. Allow the gentle breath to move to the top of the spine, removing any blockages, releasing any deep-seated heartache. Allow the gentle breath to move slowly through the center of the spine, directly behind the heart. Allow the gentle breath to move into the shoulders, and allow any blockages in the neck to dissolve, allowing it to become an open connection between heart and head and heart. Relax. Allow the gentle breath to move into the jaw, the mouth, and the tongue. Allow any words that might be left on the tongue to be released. Allow the gentle breath to move into the cheeks and nose. Let the eyes soften and draw into inner sight. Feel a gentle hand caressing the forehead, soothing away any tension on the forehead and all of the worry lines. Allow your face to become smooth like the face of a child. Allow the gentle breath to move to the temples and the ears as they draw inward to inner sounds. Relax the entire scalp and bathe the brain with relaxation. Allow the gentle breath to touch the mind and feel the subtle thoughts. Relax. Slowly bring your awareness to the physical body as you observe it. Notice how heavy it feels. Slowly bring the awareness to the gentle breath. Notice how still it feels as it enters and leaves. Slowly bring your awareness to the mind and emotions. Notice how calm they have become. If at any time they come back in for your attention, just observe them without getting involved. They will be calm again. As you continue to observe, become more identified with the observer, the one who watches the body, the breath, and the emotions. Notice a lightness and a feeling of detachment from the body, mind, emotions, and all worldly cares. Begin to leave even the observer and go further with them to find that place of stillness, peace, and joy, a wellspring of healing energy nestled up to your own divine self. Find that place and rest there. Slowly and gently bring the awareness back to the breath. Notice how still and calm the thoughts have become. Notice how still and calm the breath has become. Notice how still the body has become. Gently increase the inhalation. As you feel fresh energy entering with each breath, beginning to awaken the body, observe the body, recharging with fresh, vital energy. Inhale. Feel the energy come in through the top of the head, enlivening the senses. Guide the energy down the spine to the base. Allow fresh energy to touch the glutes. Allow the gentle energy to revitalize the abdominal organs. Allow the energy to touch the lungs, the heart, and the throat. Allow the energy to move down the arms to the fingers. Allow the energy to move down the legs to the toes. Continue to breathe deeply and to revitalize the entire body. Observe the body as it tingles with vital, healing energy. Keeping the gaze softened or the eyes closed, continue to inhale deeply and slowly as you move the toes and legs, the fingers and the arms. Gently roll the head from side to side. Slowly and gently stretch the body. Observe how deeply relaxed the body is in its awakened state. Slowly allow the eyes to open halfway and observe that you are deep within, looking out through the windows of the soul. Notice how the world looks to you as the first rays of light enter your eyes. Allow a feeling of peace and stillness in your essential nature to spread through your entire experience so that you can share it with all that you meet. Take all the time that you need to come back to your eyes wide open state.